morning might be someone's good night. I very much understand that. I do. I do. But it still doesn't mean that I can't spread my positive, contagious positivity mind frame. And I feel like that's what I want to do. And I just want to let people know and remind everybody that perspective uh, and perception is key, and that the way we view things and how we wake up. Okay, say for instance, it's not your morning, right? It's my morning, but everybody has a morning. So I think that in the morning, I love the morning. I'm a morning person. So I feel like that's the beginning. That's the beginning of everyone's day. Even like when somebody says, well, I work at night, so that's my beginning. Okay, but the beginning of the day is the morning. So I hope that you will have the pleasure and the luxury of enjoying the morning, because that's the start of a new day. That just happens to be your start of the day, but it's not really the start of the day. And I think that's very important, because how you perceive things in the morning can be beneficial to the rest of your day. I think that we have the means to structure how our day goes, how we view it, and how we allow things to affect us. So if we have, a mind frame of waking up every day and saying, hey, this day is going to be positive. I'm going to, because somebody can tell you the complete opposite. And I say, fooey, fooey, because no matter what, so you can still change your view and the way you view your day, and your day will completely turn out differently than the next person, just because of your perception and your thoughts of how you chose to do that day. You know what I mean? Not allowing other people to affect your thoughts and how you perceive and how you go about your day. Because people will do that. People will put things in your way and mentally to try to block you from having a great day. And what you have to do with that is shove it where the good Lord doesn't. I'm just saying, put that shit back where it belongs. And you own your day and you decide, hey, today's a beautiful day. I will be the person that decides how my day goes, and if you do that every day, shit happens. Yeah, shit happens. But you still have a choice of how you allow it to affect you. Just like, and if you choose to look at the positive side of things, then I think that maybe we will see a difference in how our days go. Because that's what works for me. It, and both sides of it. I know how it feels to wake up feeling like crap, like things are just like, "Boo." But that's my thinking, because that's not everybody else's. That's how my day is going. That should show me right then and there that that's not the world's, morning or whatever. And I could choose to change that and to put in place positive thinking, and tell myself and believe it and know that I have control of how my day goes. This day will be a positive day. This day I will have a great day. These things will happen. You have to speak stuff into existence. You truly, really do. Because if a day can easily be negative, it can easily be just as positive. So that's just common sense right there. So why not? Why not flip it? And why not be the person that has that control over your day, your thinking, to have better days, not allow people to ruin your day or things. That's my perception of stuff. And so that's what keeps me smiling. Granted, I am human, and that sometimes those things don't really happen all the time. You know what I mean? But training our brain is something that we can do to be able to adapt to that type of thinking, because the brain is a powerful, powerful thing, what people don't realize. That's why it's being attacked all the time by media, because they know once you have control of this, you pretty much have control of a person's life, and once you start to take that control back, then imagine the things that we can do and succeed at, if we just know how powerful our thinking and how we can control that. We can retrain our brain. At any given time, we have control over that. You don't have to feel powerless over your thinking and your thoughts. Like, you can change those. That's the perception of things. We are so influenced by other people's thoughts, opinions. That's why it's so easy for us to get all crazed. One day we're just fine and dandy. The next thing you know, you drop some bits and crumbs of information that we're fighting over. I mean, just take a look. Maybe if people did that, they'd find out how really silly a lot of shit that we uh, divide over is. How we make it. The huger problem is how we treat one another versus the actual outcome or what's really going on within, you know what I mean, within the world. These things, even that, right down to this whole. The word alone is just really starting to get. You know what's going on. I mean, what is going on these days? Because can anybody really sum it all up to what's really happening here? Because people have their opinions and what they think what's happening here, and that's fine and dandy. But what the big picture is, can we come together in all this? There's one thing, getting the world to be back on track, whatever that is. It's a whole nother thing to get people to start to respect each other's business. Like, stay in your lane. See, I have this other show nobody knows about. It's called Stay in Your Lane. And it's so insightful that it'll be hard to deny. Might be some stuff in there that people don't want to hear, but I don't really give two shits if people don't want to hear, because a lot of people need to hear a lot of things. And that's the problem. People, I don't want to hear, I'm too sensitive. People in this world are dying and from diseases and illnesses. So nobody really gives two craps about somebody not being able to hear something. Put on your big girl panties, your big boy drawers, sit down and suck it up. That's how I see it. Suck that shit up. Excuse my language. But people are just walking around here, got an excuse for everything. Don't take no accountability for nothing. Blaming stuff on the government and everybody else. Yeah, they got some issues, you know what I mean? Trust and believe that I could sit here and call them on all day long without a problem. But what they care? Nope. Do I care that they don't care? Yep. But guess what? I choose to do. I'm gonna pray for them, because I don't know what they go through. I don't know, you know what I mean, what the most vile person probably goes through and why they do what they do. So what I can do is understand that I don't understand and pray for all of us. I can't pray for it and not, you know what I mean? I just choose. That's how I choose to deal with stuff, because I'd rather be sane than not sane. If that helps me to stay sane, then I'll be sane. What I won't do is sit here and coddle people's feelings at every given moment because it's so sensitive. You can't talk about that. You can't talk about that. Well, guess what? You come here, we're going to talk about it. Understand? Because, I mean, we're past the point of sensitivity when people's lives are, you know, yeah. So I just feel like people minding their own damn business and staying in their lane and realizing that is somebody else's life really affecting yours that much to where you just can't stand it? I don't find that to be the case. I find it that you have nothing better to do and you need to focus on your family and what's going on with you and yours. If you find yourself out here pushing your beliefs and thoughts on everybody else just because it's yours, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a vaccine. I don't care if it's not a vaccine. I don't give a shit what it is. If it's your belief, it's your belief. It doesn't have to be the next person. If for anyone to try to force it on somebody, so you're wrong. You're completely wrong, because you don't have that right to tell somebody else what to do, because you had a choice, right? Was it forced on you? Nope. So sit your ass down, take a lot of seats, and allow everybody else to make their choices as fit. You're welcome. So I'm going to step up out of here. I just want to spread some positivity and tell everybody your choices are your choices, and I hope that you make them in your best judgment for you and your families. You know what I mean? And respect You want people to respect you and your choices, then you have to learn to start respecting others. If you can't do that, then don't expect to get it. But just know, even if you feel like it's like, this is the thing we need, this is important, sit your ass down somewhere, because as soon as you try to tell somebody else how to think and don't respect that they have their own mind, even if it's against your better judgment and it wasn't your, it's against, you made a completely different choice than that person, guess what? Your choice doesn't equal everybody's. Don't let the system get you all messed up and start to tell you how to think, because that's what we really are seeing here, people not thinking for themselves. So you take some seats and stay in your lane and really evaluate why you believe what you believe. Why do you believe what you believe? People will start to really think like, maybe I have this all wrong. I don't know. But until next time, hope that helped at all. Positivity.